Welcome to week 131. It's the Stephenie sisters, and this week's question: do you have experience with envy? What has been your experience with envy? Well, I guess that would have to come after the experience with envy, if you do or do not. For example, if you're pre-op, do you envy those who are post-op, etc., etc.? Now, lots of etceteras there.
Where are the etceteras?
I don't know. I thought I saw one running over.
No.
So, Stephenie, do you have any experience with envy?
Oh, yeah, lots of experience with envy. I've always envied people who were able to be themselves because of something. They were born that way and able to be themselves and were never questioned and didn't have to worry about who they were, being able to be themselves. Or it was something that I was afraid to do in my life. So yeah, I envied. I always, what would you call the straight crowd, or the normal society that I was born in. I always envied people, because they were able to do that.
Because they could
without,
be themselves.
Without worry or harm. I couldn't do that.
Versus us, it really, it's tough. It's tough trying, and it's tough being yourself, and you actually have to be pretty courageous to do it.
Yeah, it's true. Yes.
It's not hard to believe that a lot of people are going to experience envy for those who don't have to go through that.
Well, I don't expect people who have this stuff or to envy it to the same strength that I did, because people are able to come out at a much earlier age today. By the time 1999 rolled around, I was in my 40s. So I'd always spent, 40-some years being afraid of being myself because, we couldn't come out early. People didn't know who you were or what you were, and you were totally unaccepted. There was no tolerance. There was zero tolerance.
Zero tolerance.
Today, there's tolerance for the young, and there's no reason for them to have to hide any more than necessary for them to overcome their own fears. Their own fears.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So, another thing that I envied was, I always envied people who had long hair.
Oh, well, you have long hair.
Oh, and
see, look
long beautiful hair and stuff.
Well,
and then,
all the way
but mine wasn't. Yes, mine wasn't long. It's long now. I'm finally getting it to where it's going to be long. So I'm happy about it getting longer now. But I envied people who had long, beautiful hair.
Yeah.
And I envy, today. I envy those who were able to transition at an early age, because it's something that was, that wasn't afforded me. There were not any coalitions or groups or people that I could get a hold of at the time while I was growing up. So now I have to say the last thing that I envied was people who were able to be. Remember the old show, the Oscar and Felix in it, where Oscar was really, really messy. Young couple. Yeah. Oscar was really messy, and Felix was always neat and pristine. I always offered, I always envied people who were able to be an Oscar and be able to not worry about sometimes having things out of place and stuff, because
that would be me.
Yeah, that's true.
See some of the
well, I'm always cleaning up after you.
You are. You are. She goes around here and cleans the house up, and
I know.
It's all nice and neat and things like that.
The other day she put the water on top of the water cooler thing. We have water jugs delivered. She put the water cooler thing up on top. She put it on backwards.
Well, I just put it right, just plunked it right down.
I went over her.
She had to straighten it out,
and turn it around so that you could, so you knew what you were drinking. I don't know why
I figured it's just water.
So, those are kinds of things. And, I guess you would call, in our case, it would be like the two of us would be like Felicia and Octavia.
Yeah, that would work. Felicia and Octavia.
So,
But you would have to spell your Felicia with a Y, right?
yeah.
Yeah, see? That works.
Works for me.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you.
Okay.
If you were pre-op, and you didn't even ask me.
I didn't get around to that yet.
Oh! Okay. Was there... All right. Have you ever had any experience with envy?
Have I had experience with envy? Yeah. I know Mrs. Envy quite well. Pretty girls.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I wish I were built like them. The ones that have nice long hair.
Yeah.
Have pretty figures.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. And, you see a nice one just sashaying by and say, gosh, I wish I looked like that.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's one thing that I am envious of those transsexuals that, just like us, that transitioned so beautifully you can't even tell that they were their old gender. I mean, just can't tell.
Yeah.
And, I do envy that. It's nice. I can see,
those who simply
stuff.
merely become passable.
Yeah. So
Makes sense.
I'm kind of passable, but gosh, I sure don't look like, nice model and things like that.
Same way here.
Never will.
Maybe someday.
Yeah, well, you're doing pretty good. So don't knock it. Those who transitioned early in life, I envy those. I think I've mentioned that in previous videos.
Yeah.
People that knew who they were and could, for various circumstances, did have the opportunity, could go through their transition, and did go through their transition.
Yeah.
And, I expect I'm going to have a lot of years.
Yeah. I hope so.
I expect I'm going to have a lot of years. But, it sure would have been nice to...
We're very busy, but we do need to get... I think that one of the things... I envy people who have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Then to where they're able to do routinely do exercising and stuff like that, which is something that we're going to, I think you mostly have to make for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's something we're going to end up having to do. We're going to have to, one of these days, kind of like doing anything cold turkey or quitting cold turkey, we're going to have to pick it up cold turkey.
Yeah.
And just say from here on out, every Saturday at 2 o'clock, it's going to be exercise time for you and I. Yeah. So that we stay healthy. I don't know about that. So,
one of the things that came out on the GenderBlender questions as listed is, for example, if you're pre-op, do you envy those who are post-op?
Yeah.
So tell me, since you only have, what are you doing, girl?
What? What?
Goodness. Anyway,
that's my bed. I didn't want to spell anything on
bed. You want to keep a nice clean bed, do you?
I didn't want to. No, I can wash the bed.
Oh. Oh, I see. Anyway, you only have a few weeks pre-op.
My red yet.
Remember? Close. Remember, she's going to Thailand in a few weeks. Next month, as a matter of fact, September.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm having my
surgery on
gender corrective surgery on September the 13th.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So do you envy those who are post-op?
Yes. because they've been able to successfully go and have gotten through and healed through what I still have to go through.
That makes sense.
Which is something that I want, and it's something I'm very much looking forward to. But it's also scary because I've never been.
Of course, it's scary.
I've never had surgery before, so I envy the fact that they've gone through it, and I still yet have to go through it.
So we're going to take care of that.
I mean, I don't think that you truly become yourself.
No, you're always yourself.
You're always yourself, but I mean, for myself to be anatomically correct, at least to the nth level. I look forward to that a lot, and envy those who already have.
Yeah.
Been able to do that successfully. I mean, they're survivors.
Yep.
Of an even higher kind than myself, because I'm a survivor, but I haven't gone through that yet.
That's scary.
So yeah. Well, what about you? If you hadn't, you're post-op now.
Yeah.
Do you envy anyone?
When I was pre-op, yeah, I envied those who were post-op.
Did you?
Yeah.
What about now that you're post-op?
Oh God, I'm so happy I'm post-op.
Yeah.
I am absolutely so happy I'm post-op. I think you folks have heard me say before that I really undervalued that surgery.
Yeah.
And many transsexuals don't either have the need for that surgery.
That's true.
Or have the means of getting it pretty easily.
Yes.
And that's really a shame.
I do feel very sad about them, and very fortunate. I don't ever take for granted the fact that I have a wonderful sister here who's made everything possible for me, and
I get to go drag her over.
Yeah. Not only she made it possible, but I'm taking her with me.
I get to drag her over there. Sure. Yeah. Tell the doctor, take care of her. She's my sister.
Yes, that's right. I'm going to enjoy it. I know I will. Probably not until after I've, somewhat healed. I don't look forward to, I guess, some of the, beginning stage days.
Yeah, I got to make sure we don't
post-stage days of pain. They say, maybe that's not true. Maybe some of that's hearsay. Well, I guess I'm going to find out.
Yeah, I'll have to drive a little bit less like a woman driver when we get back.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, see, I've learned to drive like a woman driver pretty nicely.
She walks the same way, so she just crosses over in front of you, and you end up walking into her.
What are any turn signals on my map?
No, so she drives the same way.
You saw up at Disneyland.
Oh.
Right over the bumps.
Yeah.
The little video game thingy.
And she was purposefully getting all of them that she could. That's right.
Maybe.
Oh, you smile now, girl. You wait.
Oh, maybe. So, anyway, that's kind of our take on envy, I think.
All right.
And so that gives you some indications. Yeah, we have a lot as transsexuals. We do have a lot to envy.
Yeah, we do.
And I think that's part of human nature that you kind of succumb to doing that. So until next week, this is Steffi
and Stephenie
saying bye, everyone.
Oh, that's a sign. No.
Perfect.
No, it isn't.
Hi, GenderBlenders.
You did not.